guys, it's Cisco, and today we are going to see if you can beat Patapon 3 with only default weapons. Now, I pulled out a Reddit thread, and I would say only normal classes only, or default weapons only, and you guys voted for this. So, the rules are simple. I can only use default weapons. I'm not going to go only default everything, because I won't survive anything if I use default equipment. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. So I start the game, watch the cutscene, pick Yard as my starter, pick the Patapon, finish the tutorial. Or the tutorial crap, later we get to the first mission. And we get to the giant. And he takes quite the punch. I barely made it out alive trying to kill the giant. The next mission goes pretty well, up until we get to the Bone Death Tower. Since I'm doing default weapons, we do so little damage, but me tickling the tower. But it takes a while, and I actually destroy the tower. And Rachel so shows up, and then he instantly kills me. So I grind a few levels, and then get new classes, and I'm doing a lot better than last time. Rachel shows up, and he's taken care of quickly, thankfully. The rest of the mission is a breeze. Then Rachel challenges us to a deal, so I accept it, and head to the next mission. It goes pretty well, until he uses summon, and instantly kills me. I don't know why summon's so powerful. Next attempt was a lot better than last time. Thankfully, I survived the summon this time, and then I beat him. Then we get to the first dungeon. It goes pretty well up until I get to the second floor, where we see the dragon. And you know, since we're using default weapons, we're tickling them for like 10 minutes straight. Though I eventually chipped it enough to kill the dragon. So now it's time for the first arch, Dodonga. And it's pretty easy until his health gets low, where he gets in rage mode. And thanks to my summons, I can just walk it off and kill him to beat the first dungeon. After that, we get to the snow missions. Pretty easy up until we get to the ice golem. It took a lot of damage to kill, but that's all, because there's another one and it just instantly kills Patapon. So I retry, I get to the ice golem again, but I get the pattern of the ice golem this time, and then I kill both of the ice golems pretty easily. Next mission, we see the ice elementals for the first time, and they're pretty easy to kill even with default weapons. It's just that like the explosion thing is like something you have to watch out for. No matter what level you are, it will always instantly kill you. Then we get to the ice tower, and it's not so hard, though Naughty Fins with the freezing is really annoying with her ice spike that constantly freezes my party. But when I get to summon, the ice tower goes down. Now for the next mission, where we have a race with Naughty Fins, and thankfully the ice golem goes down easily, but we run out of time right at the finish line, you know. The next attempt goes a lot better. I had enough time to make the finish line, and we get to the next dungeon, Tower of Purity, or like the Tower of Bullshit. This was the hardest part of the game, to be honest, because like the first floor isn't a problem, it's fine, but when you get to the second floor, you have to deal with these big ass mini bosses. You have to deal with this big iron golem, you have to deal with this big dragon, and they deal quite some damage. So you literally have to spend 10 minutes playing perfectly to kill everything. Like the ice golem isn't the problem, it's the ice dragon, because there's like 2 of them, and they all deal quite the damage. And you know, they deal damage when they just move. Like they literally killed one of my Patapons by just moving. It's like, what? Who thought moving would just make damage? I thought that was a good idea. Like. So, you know, I just keep trying, and eventually I get to the Arc Fiend, the Gahan, and he's pretty easy. Like, every game he's easy. Even in Rage mode, he's still pretty easy to kill, so, yeah, it wasn't too hard. Get to the next mission where we see the wolves, and the poison move is pretty annoying, to be honest. It puts me to sleep. And that other move where he grabs me, I have to mash out of it. In a rhythm game where you have to keep rhythm, you have to mash. Makes sense, right? Thankfully, it's easy from there once you kill the wolves. Then the next mission is pretty easy up until the part where Naughty Fins shows up. And god damn it, I literally have to use a summon just because of Naughty Fins, because he keeps fucking freezing me and I can't fight back. So like, yeah, but then summon, you know, I just beat it. And the next mission is a rocket deal, and you know, rocket deals are pretty fucking easy. You know, they're not challenging at all, even with normal weapons. And when we get to the next dungeon, yeah, this is a pretty tough dungeon, you know, because Golem Hears are pretty tough, so I'm gonna have to level up. It does take a few tries, but I get to the second floor, and the second floor is a joke. The only threatening enemy here is the Fire Salamander, and they die pretty quickly. Then we get to the third Archfiend, Kanogia, and he's pretty easy. His attacks do piss poor damage, even in rage mode. Same thing as Gaien, he goes down pretty quickly. And after this annoying shark mission, we get to this tree, and oh fuck, the rain heals it. I just said train. The rain heals it. Like, the healing outweighs the fucking damage I'm doing, so I'm gonna have to... Oh yeah, I can just use a laser, so I just pull out the laser and set this thing on fire. And the trains go pretty down easily. And the rest of the mission is a breeze. After that, the next mission, the Raven challenges us to a duel. And when I start, I get to a terrible start. I do eventually recover, but then Raven uses summon, and I'm panicking because the spears can insta-kill Patapon. Since I'm in the lead in terms of score, it can destroy all my progress. But thankfully, it did not hit him, and I win shortly after. Then we get to the next dungeon, and oh boy. This is easy and hard at the same time, if that makes any sense. Since we have these trants, and the trants are like bullet sponges. And when they aren't on fire, they're blood sponges when they aren't on fire. But thankfully I have the laser, so... But the first trant isn't so bad, but when the thingy summons the second trant, it's pretty tough to kill. It takes a few tries, but I get to past the first floor. Second floor though is a different story. Since we have to get to the end on a time limit, it's going to be difficult. And each attempt I fail, I get to the end and I can't kill the final enemy quick enough. And then I can't get the key. But then I realize, why did I just get a key from the second dungeon? So I do that, and when I get to the final trend, I successfully beat the first floor, the second troll, or first try. And now for the boss, Shuckle. And just like that, the first two games, this boss is extremely annoying due to her ability to put my troops to sleep. She's almost ate two of my Patapons, but thankfully I staggered her. Not much to say until I keep hitting her until she dies. Now for the next mission, where we are in the desert. Pretty easy until we get to death. When about to kill him, he just randomly insta-kills my whole party. I'm like, what? Thankfully, the next attempt, I just take care of him pretty quickly, and the rest of the mission's a breeze. Then the next mission, it's pretty easy. Nothing for Bone Death. That I can destroy, but then the final area, we get to the Dark Heroes, and once again, Naughty Fins screwing me over. So I have to summon to beat it every time, just because of Naughty Fins. This mission, we have to race Boss Crave. Sounds pretty easy. And yeah, it is, until you get to the end. The Boss Crave is so fast, you have to destroy the rocks quickly. And to get the lead, basically, you have to have the lead in order to win. Because once Boss Crave gets the lead, you cannot but catch up to him. It takes me quite some time, but I do eventually win. Now we get to the next dungeon, and this dungeon is pretty easy. Is what I would say if you had actual weapons. But with default weapons, you gotta end the fight fast. Since you have a firewall chasing you, it takes me a few tries, but I get past the first floor.
Second floor though is a lot easier, so you have a firewall chasing you. And when I get to the end of the second floor, I thought I forgot that you had to wait to get the secret firewall to get the key. So I had to redo the entire first 2 floors. So I do the first 2 floors again, and then this time I get the key. Now for the next floor where we fight Rage Wolf in a mech suit, and it's pretty easy. He doesn't really do much damage, only like to can assault over here. But holy shit, this fight drags on and on. It's like it drags on for like 15 minutes just because how my shit my weapons are. And after that we get to the boss, Siokina. She's also pretty easy, even in rage mode. It's like goddamn. I was like, I'm copy pasting everything in this entire script for bosses because they're all pretty easy, even with default weapons. That's just a Patapon 3 problem in itself. So yeah, on to the next mission. And it's simple. You know, it's not too hard. Next mission is more the same, but this fat monster shows up, and I take care of it pretty quickly. And this turtle dude, I forgot his name to be honest, challenges us to a rocket duel. And you know how easy these are, they not a challenge at all. And after that, it's time for the next dungeon. First floor, not too hard, even with these traps. Even though the second floor though, holy crap, this is tough as balls. You have so many enemies to kill, and part where you have to like sacrifice your troop to get past. It's just stupid design choice to be honest. So you got like multiple Akuma pods, and a dragon, too many dragons, and a giant fat monster. It took 10 minutes, but I somehow got past it. Now for the boss, Dekan Karma. And he's kind of difficult, but not at the same time, since he's gonna have the Patapon 3 bullshit of having to predict his attacks. They're actually like slow. You can actually see them coming this time and have to read his mind. But he goes down really fast. Now for my least favorite mission in this game, where Raven challenges us to a duel. He's using a Dark Dragon who is really tanky and can poison my troops. It does take a while, but I kill the dragon. But the worst thing happens right about to finish the mission. Patapon dies. He dies instantly to this giant. I was really fucking upset when this happened, because I did not like fighting the Dark Dragon. Though the next attempt, I made sure that Patapon did not die there. Next mission though is tough as balls. They have 20 cannons that do so much damage, and these archers that also do so much damage. It takes so long to get past all of it. It's like the one mission from Patapon 2 where you have to keep the catapult alive. Though the Segaton tank wasn't there, I don't think I would have been able to beat this. Now for the next mission, we play the Dark Heroes one last time. I play like a bitch so I don't die. What I basically do is I kill one of the heroes, stand back, and then repeat for 7 minutes until it's done. So I don't die. And you know, it's a successful attempt. But now for the final dungeon. And fuck this first floor. This might be one of the worst missions of all Patapon. Not the dungeon itself, the first floor. It's really that bad. You have these razor sharp blades that can insta-kill your entire party if you don't dodge them. You have to position yourself in the right spot to dodge them. You have these 2 salamanders that respawn instantly when you kill them. So I can't get to the spawner fast enough to destroy the spawner. I tried so many times, but I just couldn't do it. I tried like for 2 hours straight. I couldn't do it. Like I tried changing up strategies, nothing helped. So yeah, guys, yes, you can't beat Patapon 3 with only default weapons. I tried, guys. Maybe it is possible. I just I would not have the right strategy, or maybe I just have to get lucky. So, but I'm just gonna finish the game because why not? So I equip Yarida with the most powerful spear that I have, and you know somehow when we get past the first floor by some miracle, we get to the second floor, and all the enemies like here, I just kill them effortlessly. And then the Dark Dragon though, it takes quite some damage, but we dispose of them quickly. So then we get to the final boss, and what Johnny Awesome's quote says, this could either be the hardest boss or the easiest boss. We get to the boss and Yeah, I'm too good. So yeah, I choose to save the Patapons and unsuccessfully beat Patapon 3 with only normal weapons. So yeah, there you have it. It's not possible to beat Patapon 3 with only normal weapons. Maybe it is, but if you know how to get past that first floor, please tell me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. This video took so long to make, and this is the worst challenge I've ever done in a video game. I never want to do this ever again. Let's just go out.